How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. It's been, yet again, a little bit since I last played. Therefore, I've completely forgotten what to do to even jump into another route. Luckily, I'm smart enough to eventually remember things, and by that I mean go back to my video, and I guess I was misunderstood last time. I guess in the last route I had thought that there were occurrences, kind of like in the original game, where you can pull out the old cell phone and send a D-mail and boom, you're in another world line, but that's not how this exactly works. I mean, sure, you're going to be sending a D-mail, but that all takes place here in Kirisu's route, or at least before it really gets going. So this is where we were at to begin, Moika's route, that's what it was. We sent a D-mail at this exact point, so we're going to skip this opportunity right here. It gives us an opportunity, we're going to not do it. I think that's what we're supposed to do here, because we get multiple opportunities here. Alright, so yeah, I know the details, we know the details, we've gone through this. We just need to wait for the other opportunity here. I don't know when that would be. I hope that it'll give us like the little notification here. If we don't try to make that new gadget, then we can. I don't think this is I don't know if this is the opportunity here. Yeah, screw it. Let's try it. Let's try this. Let's try this one. I don't know if this was what got us into Moika's route or not. I mean, we're gonna find out. If we're in a band, we're going to immediately know. I think. Okay, yep, we're in a fucking band. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm also really smart enough to, you know, leave myself a save file, which I did not actually do. Okay, so this is not the opportunity that we wanted here. So that was the same one. So we gotta wait until Okabe decides, oh, wait a minute, let's not do it this way. No, no. We do not press the button. Yeah, see? Okay, let's wait for the next opportunity. Okay, right here. This is the opportunity. Okay. See, I was just a little, you know, excited last time. 3.18. Yeah, this is totally different. We were like at 3.6 or something. Yeah, and see, we're getting a new line here, so I think we're good to go. Sorry about that. I feel dizzy as my vision distorts. I've lost all sense of reality. And then, once again, the world begins to take shape. I know this feeling reading Steiner the D-mail worked. So we're not in a band this time, so what's gonna go on? I guess who the hell knows. Cat Maiden's domain. Boy, oh boy, I can only guess who we're going to be associated with this time around. My movement is staggered. Sorry, I place my hand against the wall to hold myself up. After recovering from the side effects of reading Steiner, I move on to checking the current situation. I immediately look down at my right arm. It's gone. Future gadget number 12, the infernal machine that had been torturing Kirisu and I up until now, has vanished without a trace.
Yes.
Mayuri passes what appears to be her homework to look up at me, or pauses, excuse me, I can't read.
Well,
that's mean. But understandable. Kirisu unleashes her snark on me as she grabs a drink from the fridge. I attempt to casually pry her for information. Huh?
いいから答えろ。何号機だ。
11号機よ。
Then that means... So after the phone wave named subject to change, it looks like we went to make number 9 Return of the Tear-Stained Goddess, number 10 Surprise Specs, and number 11 One Scoop Prevails. This is exactly the scenario I had hoped for. In this world line, I rejected Ferris's idea for number 12. The D-mail appears to have worked just as planned. My body awash with relief, I sit down on the couch. Mayuri stretches out off to my side.
まゆし、今日の宿題はここまでにしようかな。なに？さっき始めたばっかりじゃない。だってね、まゆしは最近ちょっとお疲れ気味なのです。
Man, I feel that.
そんなに忙しいの？メイクインのアルバイトが大変なんだ。
At Ferris's behest, Mayuri has apparently been working double shifts over at the cafe.
それはまたすごいな。
そういえばここんとこ、いつメイクインに行ってもまゆしいるよね。
Daru takes a break from watching a Nikoniya video livestream to chime in.
まゆりがいるとお客さんが増えるからじゃないの？ほら、まゆりって可愛いし。そういうわけじゃないんだよ。
She doesn't elaborate. Huh, curious. Mayuri's cell phone starts to ring. She grabs it from her bag and checks to see who the caller is before lifting it to her ear.
もしもし、フェリスちゃん
？Unsurprisingly, it's from Ferris.
今から？
Mayuri glances at the pocket watch she always carries with her. She frowns a bit before nodding to her phone and answering.
あんまり遅くまでは無理だけど、大丈夫だよ。じゃあ、これから行くね。
After hanging up, Mayuri begins to pack all her homework into her bag.
メイクインに行くのか？
今日バイトの予定だったミヤちゃんがね、辞めちゃったんだって。人手が足りなくて困ってるらしいんだ。
なんですと？ミヤニャンが辞めた？
Daru suddenly leaps out of his chair. Considering how often Daru's at Mei Queen Nyanyan, it's not terribly surprising that he's familiar with all the maids there.
残念だけどそうみたい。
今度オリジナルの PC を組んであげる約束してたのに、ブロークンハートだお。
I don't know if that's love, brother, but okay.
ダルくん、元気出して。
ありがとう、まゆし。ちなみに今のをもっと優しく言ってくれればさらに元気出るかも。
ダルくん、元気出して。
そうそう、それでね、元気の部分を取っちゃってください。
ダルくん、出して。
God damn it.
やめんか超特変態か。
Why is she so gullible to do it? Like, it's so obvious. Kirisu and I simultaneously smack the living hell out of our perverted companion.
何怒ってるの、オカリン。
Huh. Okay, well, I retract my statement.
お前は知らなくていい。ほら、さっさとメイクインに行ってこい。
Mayuri grabs her bag and hurries outside. With everything said and done, I take a moment to inspect the lab and the future gadgets. The results of my examination reveal that number 11 is where the production line ends, and that there aren't any huge differences between this world line and the last. The thing is, I find that hard to believe. I strongly think, like super strongly think that there are some major differences we'll see later, But immediately, it doesn't seem like anything crazy is going on. Like, there's no band going on here. We're not trying to get the gang together for a band. I let out a sigh of relief. But unbeknownst to me, a new more powerful threat was looming in the shadows. Which was... who the hell knows? Ukako. After practicing with Samadare for so long, I started to feel like maybe I put on some muscles. I went to go lift the power stone at our shrine, but it's still way too heavy. I bet you'd have no problem picking it up, Kiyoma-san. You mean that round one? Alright, well I guess we're gonna have a conversation here. The afternoon of the next day, I'm out shopping in Akiba with Mayuri. I had a new idea for a gadget that could replace number 12, so I came here to get the necessary parts. Excuse me. Akiba's busier than usual for a Sunday, with crowds populating not just Chuodori, but the back alleys as well. I feel like I'm going to lose track of Mayuri the second I take my eyes off of her. The fact that she can use Stardust Handshake or Sneaking Fade to just up and vanish doesn't make things any easier for me. That second one's a new one for me, unless I just straight up forgot it. That's why I need to be extra careful. Unfortunately, my keeping my eyes locked on Mayuri means that I'm barely paying attention to the crowds in front of me, and I end up bumping shoulders with someone. Oh shit. I have a bad feeling of who we just bumped shoulders into. Never mind. The thing is, like, I feel like any accidental interaction Okabe has with someone in a crowd, it's usually 4 degrees Celsius or whatever his name is. Basically the worst character designed and brought up in the Steins Gate universe. I am sorry, but he's awful. Ferris glances down at my bag. Excuse me, it's a fully automated popcorn cooking device. Cooking popcorn at home is more trouble than it should be. You have to put the seeds into the frying pan, make sure that they don't burn. It's all a hassle, and your arms get tired too. Anybody who's ever made the instant popcorn you can find in stores knows exactly what I'm talking about. Hence the reborn number 12, the latest future gadget. All we have to do is exchange the head of a shoulder massage device with a frying pan and then attach a heater to its bottom. After that, just put the popcorn, butter, and salt into the machine and hold it. Ta-da, popcorn. The wide world of kitchens will be revolutionized by this breathtaking advancement in culinary science. Ah, by the way, maize is actually another word for corn. I just thought it sounded cooler. As for panner, that's just a word I made up by adding some extra letters to pan. That's what I thought. Ferris intently listens as I explain the details of the project to her. Well, I don't know why we ever expect a serious answer from her. I don't know why I expected a serious response back from Okabe. Yes, I've been away through... I've been away from Steins Gate too long. Been going through some other, more sophisticated games. I actually don't think sophisticated is the right word, but have not been following Okabe around recently, and now I feel like I'm a little lost. Whenever Ferris and I talk, things always get weird. It's a hassle.
人気者だから仕方ないにゃ。
Ferris flashes her pearly white teeth at us in a big smile. But I can see the shadows beneath both of her eyes. She's done well to hide them with makeup, but I know those eyes. I've seen them when I look into the mirror after pulling an all-nighter. She's got dark circles under her eyes.
おい、フェイリス、お前。
I start to speak but find myself getting cut off by Ferris herself.
さてと、そろそろ行くにゃ。
Hold that thought, I have mail. Oh yeah, that conversation with Lukako. Yes, I heard the people used to compete with each other by trying to lift it during some festival. It's really interesting how this thing that people used to live over 100 years ago is just sitting here at our shrine. And we can reply with, makes sense to me, stones are inorganic. There's nothing weird about them being hundreds of years old. Well, I mean, yeah. Not wrong about that one, I guess.
あ、そうだ。ねえ、まゆし、悪いんだけど、今日も夕方からちょっとだけお願いできないかにゃ。3時間くらいでいいんだけど。え？いいよ。 ありがとうにゃ。それじゃ、また後でにゃ。
It may be a lot of hours that you're putting in there, but at least it's a lot of money back. Ferris waves at us before turning to head toward May Queen. I speak to Mayuri, my eyes still locked on Ferris.
なんか随分大変そうだな、フェイリスは。
まゆしは心配なのです。
そもそもバイトのシフトなんて普通は店長あたりが調整するものだろ。そんなことまでやらされてるのか、フェイリスは。
それはね。
Mayuri starts to say something but hesitates. I give her a curious look and she hurriedly continues.
フェリスちゃんはメイドさんたちのチーフをやってるんだよ。だからみんなのお姉さんなの。
ああ、そういうことか。
In other words, she's like a middle manager for all the maids. It seems every industry has its tough management positions. Mayuri nods. I've always figured Ferris to be kind of childish, what with her nyan-nyans and weird delusions, and like we're one to talk. And that said, she seems to have a lot on her plate at work. Impressive. I can't help but find myself seeing the cat-eared maid in a more positive light. But then... Oh no. Ferris suddenly screams out. Surprised, I look up and find Ferris has been countered by a handful of men in a back alley. What the hell has happened? Oh, well, speak of the devil. Why? Just why? I recognize the man in front. He's...
Oh
yeah, wait a minute. Didn't he play a part in, Yeah, he played a part in Kirisu's route, too. Now that I remember. Ah, shit, he's gonna pop up a whole bunch of times in this game, isn't he?
これは熱くほどばしるダテバルの血を宿した俺からの忠告だ。この店に行くのはやめておくんだな。さもないとブリリアントな罠に籠絡されちまうぜ。
Yeah, not exactly sure what he meant by that at the time. That's right, he's that weirdo who stopped me in front of May Queen and started going on about all sorts of nonsense.
マイリ、お前はここで待ってろ。
あ、待ってよ。マユシーも行くよ。
ダメだ。危ないからここにいろ。
I immediately rush over to Ferris.
おい。
なんだお前。
The men glare at me. Upon closer inspection, he doesn't seem to be your run-of-the-mill delinquent. He's just weird. That's really all there is to it. I don't mean anything by it, he's just weird. Judging by his fashion sense, which is also weird, he strikes me as somebody who'd be hanging around Shibuya and not Akiba. He's also wearing what appears to be high-spec sunglasses, a necklace, and a wristwatch. The men around him are similarly decked out. These guys are more dangerous than your everyday delinquents, but I can't just leave a friend in need.
フェイリスに何か用か。
お前みたいなノーバディには関係ねえ話さ。引っ込んでな。
Yeah, wait, what? Is that even English? What's this guy rambling about? What did he say? Persona non grata? Welcome to Makise Kirisu's Tips Corner. Wait, what? In this case, persona non grata means someone unwelcome or someone unneeded, the perfect way to describe you, Okabe. Ha ha ha. Kirisu would later rub salt into the wound, unsurprising to say the least.
関係ならある。フェイリスは俺の仲間だ。
I'm glad we have our own inner Amadeus.
恥ずかしげもなくくだらねえことを。
The man looks around, his eyes stopping at Mayuri behind me. He smirks and starts to laugh.
お前、フェイリスだけじゃなく、マユシーニャンニャンとも知り合いか。
何？
He knows Mayuri. Just who the hell is this guy? As I try to puzzle things out in my head, he starts to explain himself.
俺がなぜこの女どもを知っているかって？それはな、一度手に入れようと思った女の顔は絶対に忘れねえからさ。
What?
なんだと
？Make them his. How can I stay calm after hearing something as demeaning as that? Well, other than demeaning, it's just plain weird. Again, that weirdness around him. Man who doesn't get it. I swear, this man's been given so many different names. Like, not even in this one. I'm pretty sure also in Linear Banded Phenogram. Could be wrong.
そうではない。あいつは我が野望にとって大切な人質なのだ。貴様になど渡せるか。
そんなに怒るなよ。なに、あの女を俺のこれにしようって話じゃねえ。
Seemingly still misunderstanding, excuse me, the situation, the man crudely shoves out his pinky finger. Then after dramatically posing in the most heavy-handed way humanly possible, he hands out a business card. I take it from him and glance down. Oh god. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give him something here. That is kind of a nice design, but that's all I'm gonna say. Amusement hospitality planner, hyper cafe producer, entertainment food coordinator. His successfully gaudy business card is riddled with a confusing array of words and terms. And under them, in even gaudier font, is what appears to be his name. The 4 degrees Celsius, Shido. But I will always call him 4 degrees Celsius because he does not deserve to be called a normal name. It's just not right. How the hell am I supposed to read this? Wait, 4 can be read as she and do as degrees. He's a total Shunibyo. Even the great Hyoin Kyoma can do naught but recoil in embarrassment.
俺はな、見ての通り、世界を股にかけるハイパープロデューサーであり、凄腕プランナーであり、そして秋葉原メイドカフェ界に舞い降りた黒き貴公子なのさ。
I stand there dumbfounded by the nonsense this weirdo is spouting out. What the hell is he getting at? What's the point of all this? Amidst my bewilderment, Ferris angrily chimes in.
要するに、フェイリスとマユシーを自分がプロデュースしてるメイドカフェに引き抜こうとしてるんだにゃ。
ありていに言えばそういうことだ。あんたからも言ってやってくれ。この女どもに。奇跡のフードプロデューサーの店で働くようにとな。
Well, the pink-haired one owns the joint that she works at, so...
何度も何度もしつこいにゃ。そんな話は聞けないと言ったはずにゃ。マユシーもお断りします。
Mayuri clearly states her intent.
そんなことを言っていいのかな。いくら意地を張ってたって、お前たちの働く場所は もうじき俺の店しかなくなるんだ。
Upon hearing this, Ferris's expression turned sour.
一体どういうことだそれは。
どういうことも何も、秋葉のメイドカフェは全て俺の店になるんだからな。
何
4 degrees Celsius grins at my shocked response. He gives his subordinates what I can only assume is his signal to leave, excuse me.
まあ、よく考えるんだな、フェイリスニャンニャ。今俺の店に来れば3倍のギャラを出してやるぜ。お前にはそれだけの価値があるからな。その代わり、俺に逆らったら二度とこの町では働けなくしてやる。
Well, doesn't she kind of run the town? I think he's not necessarily misunderstood, but getting a little in over his head here. 4 degrees Celsius takes his men and leaves. As Ferris glares at his back, I can just barely make out the tears forming in her eyes. I think I missed my chance to get to that email. Ah, those are the noises to end the episode. Sorry, I'm not very good at chemistry. Oh, I did 15 swings with Samadari today. Thought I was going to faint from the heat. Be careful of heat stroke, Kyoma-san. I don't know if we were able to respond to that or not before we actually jumped over here, but whatever. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap her up there. Sorry for sounding a little dead, or at least I feel like I'm sounding dead in this one. Just, it's been a little crazy recently, a lot going on, but I do want to try and get some episodes in. Definitely want to try and get back into the old Steins Gate grind, so hope you guys will bear with me and find some enjoyment out of these episodes and all that. And if you enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.